So, guys, before we get started, a quick overview of the matches that we're going to be seeing tonight. In the main event, we've got Goldberg versus Totes McGoats, undisputed title on the line. Now, these next 4 title belts, if you watch the creator's stream, we talked about these, but these belts will only be on the line when we have a WWE TSW event. So, men's world title, women's world title, the tag team titles. Matter of fact, look at that. We don't have the women's world title, so let's fix that real quick. And then we're going to get started. Other than that, minus the first match, they're all going to be one-on-one matches, but now, kind of different, there will be 11 matches. It will be a TSW wrestler versus a WWE wrestler. So it should be interesting. It should be a fun event. What is going on, JD? Welcome to the stream. This is going to be a brand new TSW WWE Invasion pay-per-view. Once every 3 pay-per-views now. Once a season, we'll have one of these matches. So brand new arena, brand new thing to get going. What's going on, Rowdy? Welcome to the stream, brother. Rowdy, you're up first tonight, as a matter of fact. In a match I think you're going to like a lot. I would have started this almost an hour ago, but it keeps crashing on me, so fingers crossed that I figured out what was crashing and that we won't have any of that business tonight. But WWE TSW Invasion going on right now, coming to you from Florida. Yeah, they've been messing up. To bring that point up, I would have actually streamed a little while ago, but I couldn't get the 4 horsemen of old versus the 4 horsemen of new, so it'll be a tag team match. That seems to be a lot more stable. So it'll be the leader of the old horsemen versus the leader of the new horsemen and the enforcers of each. Getting ready to go after it. Now, like I said, not many titles are going to be on the line. Only the titles. Obviously, the undisputed. Hey, Pony, welcome to the stream, brother. And then these titles that are on the line will only be on the line during this event. Men and Women's Championship Plus. It's got to. Now, if you take out how it ended in life for Benoit, before that, one of my favorite wrestlers, honestly. But here we go, the Horsemen of Old versus the Horsemen of New to kick off the very first TSW WWE Invasion.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall on the way to the ring, accompanied by Chris Ben Juan at a combined weight of 526 pounds. The Enforcer, Arn Anderson, and the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, the 4 Horsemen.
Arn Anderson, man, always looks pissed off. That's why he was the enforcer.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 516 pounds, the 4 Horsemen.
So this is all going to be a lot different tonight. There will be a lot of one-on-one matches. There will be 3 tag team matches. And right now, because this is the first one, doesn't really play into a lot of storylines. But could that change? That could very well change. Some of the outcomes of these matches, some of the outcomes of the other matches, we may start seeing a match here and there inside of a TSW or WWE event where the other wrestlers are invading the other promotions. But very first match, TSW WWE Invasion, coming to you live in Tampa, Florida. And right now, this should be a really good, like if you were wondering what a good barometer would be, a good way to take the temperature of, is the new version of the Horsemen going to be better than the old version? We're about to find out right now. Robbo, look at that, starting to get the better of AA. And played up to the crowd, but Arn does not like that. It's funny, you look at some of these wrestling outfits that people have on. All this stuff, the shiny, the flash, the bling bling. And then look at Arn Anderson. He's like, I got on a pair of tights, I got on some boots. That's all I need to go. And Ric Flair, even though he comes out in a bunch of other stuff, you look at Ric Flair, he's probably got less on than Arn Anderson does. Got on the wrestling tights and maybe some boots. No. Interesting, never noticed almost the same exact outfit, different colors. There you go. Robbo going for the pin. Flair knows that way too early for that. And Arn trying to crawl out of the ring, but Robbo not having it. That's the other thing. You look at what Arn Anderson does, and everything he does is strong. The enforcer trying to stay on, but gets whipped into the ropes. Robbo keeping them there, trying to take advantage now. Where the other ones do knife edge chops. So you look at most of the Horsemen, they'll get you with those chops right across the chest. It's one of the things Flair was really known for. Robbo goes a different way and throws elbows. Yeah, he's like, hey, right? Arn still trying to get out of the ring. Didn't quite make it, though. And here we go. Uno, dos, tres, gets the old trifecta going. And I'm starting to wonder. Oh, I was going to say probably not the smartest move, but Robbo's like, hey, I'm going to go after Rick while Arn's on the ground. For some reason, he can't seem to get back in the ring, so he's just going to keep it going. Arn now trying to make his way over, get into the ring. Robbo in there first. Catches Arn again, but not enough. Hey, Dave, welcome to the stream, brother. Not enough to keep it going, though. Arn says, hey, see how you like it over here. Oh, 2.5. And that should show you the power of Arn Anderson. You have other wrestlers, then you have Arn Anderson. Arn Anderson, pun intended, no flair to him. He just likes to get after it and fight. The only Flair he's got is Rick. Now, he'd been trying to get Rick back into this match. Thought he might do it. Whoa! Robbo, don't know why. Don't know why, but it looked like he was going to try to get Chris Benoit to tap out right there. Chris was like, hey, didn't expect that. Did not expect that. And it's almost like in every single turn, okay, I was going to say, at every single turn where he could get Flair in, he hasn't done it. He is not wrestling today, but he will be wrestling in the very next episode. With the Hunter belts on the line, and if we remember, the brand new Hunter in Kamikaze Von Doom. Which means we only need one Hunter, one more Hunter to be named, now that we have 4 Hunters. And those Hunters will wrestle for who's going left, or who's going next. So right now, there's not any spaces left, but soon there could be 2 to 3. Could be 2 to 3 spots left before we know it. Now, look at them. 2 enforcers, and Rowdy splits Arn open. Arn rolls out of the ring. Flair, though, trying to get back, get his wits about him, and that may have been just long enough for him to do it. One of them old school pile drivers there. Rolls up the leg. And only a 2 count still early on as far as Rowdy's concerned. Now, if that's Robbo, oh no! Here he goes, figure 4 leg lock. Is Robbo gonna get, yes he is. Gets in, breaks it up. The master of the figure 4 leg lock. Whoa, look at Flair styling and profiling. And booing. I'm telling you what, if you never watched the Horsemen, you're getting to see some Horsemen business going on right now, old school style. These guys will let it fly on anybody. 1, 2, and Rowdy out again in 2. Look at Arn Anderson. Arn's, though, he wants to get in. Rowdy split him open. And now he wants to get in, get himself a little payback. You know, and that was a lot of the times I don't even think the Horsemen cared about winning. I mean, they want to win. That's not what I'm saying. But that wasn't the main objective. The main objective, and I bet you if you ask Arn Anderson, was to inflict pain. So Rowdy's like, hey, watch this. Remember you did that move? What? Yep, I do it too. Rowdy getting Robbo tapped back in. Now, these are the 2 that started the match and probably have the most wear and tear on them so far in this match. Look at Arn Anderson now. Arn Anderson delivering the same moves. It's almost like Rowdy and Arn are a little bit of a clone of each other. Slightly different things, different finishers, but still. Arn now gets Ric Flair, both of the Horsemen, the leaders of the Horsemen, facing off now. What is going on, Fabian? Welcome to the stream, brother. 1, and Rowdy and quick, and then him and Arn get after it. And now they're going to be going after it on the outside of the ring. Benoit cheered them on. And now Ric Flair splits open Robbo. There's a good chance everybody could be bleeding by the end of this match. Rick, not known for going up top, is going up top right now and may believe that that's what needs to happen to beat these two. Something a little bit. Robbo catches him, though. I don't know what he did to him, but he caught him midair. Thought he might have gone for the pin. Did not. Oh, there it is. That could be it. 1, 2, 3.
Flair has been eliminated.
And oh, by the way, this isn't your normal match. Rowdy now, it is a tag team elimination match. Rowdy throws the enforcer back in because he is now the new legal man and says, hey, let me get you in. So Robbo pinned Ric Flair, right? The two leaders. Is this weird bug ever going to work itself out? Because the weird thing is, it treats the manager oddly like he is a legal man.
A competitor has been eliminated.
So, now that that's done, back to the match. Whoa! Whoa! Okay. Okay. I don't like doing this. Got caught in a little loop here, so let's go controller assignment. Yep, we're not going to be able to do the whatever. Yes. Okay. Now, everything should be back to normal. Ric Flair finally made it out. Now, rolls up the leg, and only a 1 count. That is crazy. You think about the amount of damage that Arn Anderson has already kind of endured, and to only get a 1 count on the outside of the ring. Oh, but look how fast he recovers. Now he rolls up the leg. 1, 2, and Rowdy out in 2, but that could have very well been the end of the line. The crowd digging the tag team wrestling right now. Picks them up. Oh, right back down on the chest. And Rowdy, oh, gets it again. That is Arn Anderson's finishing move. Robbo, though, gets in there, breaks it up, and this is going to be the thing. Is Arn Anderson going to be able to fight 2 Horsemen for the win? And Rowdy's like, just stole his finisher, said, hey, one good thing deserves another. Now, Rowdy's pinned the manager, Chris Benoit, who accompanied him down to the ring. Robbo pinned Ric Flair. Can Robbo or will Robbo be the one to pin Arn Anderson? Or will Arn Anderson pin them both? Don't know what that was about. I think Robbo's like, hey, stay in there. Stay in there, handle your business. Rowdy's like, all right. And that's going to be the hardest part of this whole thing. Robbo being there to break it up. Robbo tried to get out of the ring, couldn't do it. Arn Anderson now getting after him. Rowdy tried to get back to his feet, couldn't do it. Oh, big DDT. Robbo's on the ground. This is Arn Anderson's best shot at evening this match back up. Rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3. And does it now. Can Arn Anderson come all the way back? Goes up to the top rope. Don't know that that's advisable. Robbo, though, still on the ground. I think Arn Anderson's thinking twice about doing this. Like, maybe it's not a good idea. Or maybe he's just pulling a Batman. He's up there doing the Batman, getting a good perch going. Okay, let me see what's going on right now. Jumps down, misses, but still recovers before Robbo can recover now. Up on the back of his shoulders, Robbo fights through it. Snap suplex. Oh, he went to put him in the crossface. Misses it. And ends up getting hit with Arn Anderson's finisher. Goes for the pin. 2, 3. And the original Four Horsemen come all the way back from being eliminated, have their manager eliminated, and Arn Anderson.
Here are your winners, the Enforcer, Arn Anderson, and the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, the Four Horsemen.
Well, goodness gracious, what a way to kick this off. The WWE TSW Invasion pay-per-view getting started quick. Now, here's something pretty interesting. When I went through, when we set up all these matches, what I did was I was like, what would be the most interesting? Now, we know we want this person to wrestle, and mainly the people that take precedent are the WWE wrestlers, because we don't get to see them a whole lot. So we get the WWE wrestlers. Who do we want to see wrestle? And then we start matching them up with the TSW wrestlers. So this could be a good match. Almost Digital almost had this spot here, but again, at the end of the day, this is the very first Invasion pay-per-view that could be setting things up in the future. So the Silver and Black Knight making his way down to the ring.
The contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Colorado, weighing in at 275 pounds, Silver Black Knight.
So the Silver and Black Knight making his way. Yeah, you got to respect the Four Horsemen. Both ways. That was a great match. Making his way down to the ring to face, it's hard to say the one guy you wouldn't want to face, right? Could that be Steve Austin? Could it be The Rock? Could it be Triple H, Shawn Michaels, The Undertaker, Kane? Like, it could be a number of anybody's. But this guy would be high on that list. That part right there would scare me. Frankie Two Fingers would be gone. He gone.
And his opponent from Death Valley, weighing in at 299 pounds, one half of the Raw Tag Team Champions, The Undertaker.
Now, if you guys didn't know it in the chat, Fabian is the Silver and Black Knight. Look at that dude. No way. He'd be making his way down to the ring, to an empty ring, because I'd come down, I'd see that, and I'd be like, no. You count to 10, you count to wherever you want to count to. I wouldn't be in the ring. Remember, tonight in the main event, too, we have Goldberg facing off against Totes Magotes for the undisputed Universal World Championship. Now, not a lot of talking going on, but I mean, come on, it is The Undertaker. Even on the game, you got to be wow. You got to be in a little awe of that. So the Silver and Black Knight facing off against the Undertaker. Right now, WWE 1, TSW 0. Can the Silver and Black Knight tie this up right here? Or will the WWE go up by 2? Now, so far, Silver and Black Knight getting on it and staying in control. And I'm going to tell you, though, you can't let The Undertaker get going. Yeah, maybe he gets in a move or two, but if he gets rolling on you, it'll be over quick. There are a number of wrestlers in the WWE, current and past, that can tell you that. But so far, the Black Knight doing a really good job of maintaining control. And here we go, the thing that you're in TSW you didn't want to see. Undertaker recovers quickly. And Fabian gets the rope break. Whipped into the corner, gets out of the way, ducks the punch, back in control here, picks him up, big sit-down power bomb. Now that is odd. I would have bet dollars to donuts, and I like me some donuts. Dollars to donuts that the Undertaker's arm was under that rope, but the referee was in the right position and was still giving him the count out. Almost like chopping down a tree. Gets up, couple knife-edge chops, and a missile drop kick now. I don't think the Undertaker sees what's going on here. And Fabian caught him as he was passing on by. Now what is going on? The original man of this move, we have never seen that work for anybody else, but it is working for The Undertaker right now. And Fabian still, though, doing a really good job of not letting The Undertaker really get rolling on him. Undertaker's gotten in a move, 2 moves, but has not really let him get going. Fabian's like, yeah, let's get back in here. Let's take, whoa. Tried to take it back to the inside, ends up bringing it back to the outside. Knife-edge chop again. And throws the Undertaker back in. And you can see we've got a really good view of this. The steel that's behind there, and threw him on top of that steel rail right there. That has got to hurt. You do that to me, we might be losing some ribs. Now, probably not the best time to be playing it up to the crowd. Undertaker gets in the ring, throws him back outside like he's got some unfinished business out there. Resets the count. And that might have been one of the better things that could have happened for the night. That's not. Side slam. And now the Undertaker letting the feet go. Tries to drop the elbow, but again, the Black Knight one step ahead of him. One of the finishing moves of the Black Knight is this armbar. Is the Undertaker going to tap out? Is he going to tap? Referee right on top of the action. Isn't now. Rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3. And the Silver&Black Knight ties it up for TSW 1-1.
Here is your winner, Silver Black Knight.
Holy cow, can you imagine what that would do to a career coming out and beating the Undertaker at a pay-per-view event? Just saying. I'm just saying. So 1-1 now. Dragonov, no titles on the line, even though he is the current TSW World Champion. None of the WWE titles are going to be on the line in these pay-per-view events. None of the TSW titles are going to be on the line. Only combined titles or the Universal title that can be fought for between AEW, TSW, and the WWE. So no titles on the line. But now, who's going to go up? One of us is going to go up because we are currently tied 1-1. AJ Styles, Dragonov. Should be a really interesting match. That's what most of these matches were about. How can we pair up and make some interesting matches?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from the Stone Age. Weighing in at 232 pounds, the World Champion, the Dragon.
What's going on, Becky? Welcome to the stream. So Dragonov making his way down to the ring. Remember, as the King of the Ring or Queen of the Ring, they will be at every single pay-per-view event. What's funny about that is that actually set up something very odd. Our current TSW Women's Champion, Phoenix, will not be facing off against Chyna tonight for the combined titles. Instead, it'll be Ozzy. So Ozzy will be facing off against Chyna tonight for the Women's World title. So that will be interesting. Oh, a little dragon shimmy going on right there. Now, we could have gone back, and I would have bet money on this that Dragonov, before the end of last season, would have been or would have won the world title. So it's been a long road for Dragonov getting to the world title, but now that he's got it, he has defended it, and he has defended it quite well.
And his opponent, accompanied by Scarlett from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the WWE Light Heavyweight Champion, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Well, that ring announcer got into it big time on AJ Styles' name. Now, what's funny is the current WWE Lightweight Champion. However, he has been a WWE World Champion multiple times. So when you look at the styles between the two, another interesting one, this actually, for a while, until I couldn't get things to line up, Kedri was going to face off against, because they have very similar finishing moves, AJ Styles. But we had to drop some matches. Some people, like Phoenix and Kedri, ended up not making it in, but now that still leaves us with a very cool match between Dragonov and AJ Styles. AJ escorted down to the ring. Escorting, what the heck? By Scarlett. So is Scarlett going to play a role? The thing is, I don't know how to make managers, but I have noticed that true managers, they're only managers, they do still get involved in these matches. So will she get involved? Not sure. Dragonov, though, kind of been leading the charge there, but made a mistake by not letting him out of the submission hold, and now AJ Styles. What was that? Looked like he kicked him as he was passing on by. Landed on his feet, though. And Dragonov. Now, that's the thing with Dragonov. Both of these wrestlers are pretty quick, but Dragonov looks like he's just a little bit quicker. So AJ Styles, to make up for that, is going to have to be doing some anticipation. Guys, remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you do, share the video. Oh, there it is. Scarlett does get involved in the match, distracts Dragonov, and AJ Styles uses that to his advantage. Big slam, and that usually sets up his finisher. But not quite yet. Goes. Doesn't roll up the leg. Tries to pin the chin to the ground. Dragonov, though, kicks out of it. Not having it. And there's that backbreaker, neckbreaker combination yet again. And Dragonov trying to recover. Oh! Yet another one now off the top. Dragonov, though, gets out of the way. AJ still recovers pretty quick. And now Dragonov goes for the pin. One. And only a 1 count. It is probably going to take some doing. What is this? Oh, big right hand. Right onto the forehead. He even put a little stink on that. He was like, let me look in my fist. How you doing? Bam! And drills the guy with it. Gave him a little Joey. Hey, how you doing? So there's the one elbow, but not his Dragon's elbow, which he is known for, which takes that going off the top rope. Wowzers. AJ Styles almost looks like he is the king of the neck breakers. He has put Dragonov in multiple different versions of neck breakers. There he goes again, trying to put that chin on the ground, but only a 1 count again. Oh, Pele kick. Drops Dragonov off in the corner. And I think both these guys are starting to realize they cannot let up. They got to full steam ahead, because if they don't, they aren't going to win this match. And you can tell, AJ, even though he's getting the rope breaks, Pele kicks again. He keeps going and going. It's like the Energizer Bunny. 2. And this time, and maybe for the first time, our first 2 count. Oh, this could be that top rope Superman punch. Ah, it is. Hits Dragonov with it, rolls up the leg. This might do it. 1, 2, and 2.5. Dragonov once again kicks out. Now, what move's he trying to pull here? I was going to say, I think he might be a little bit too far away. And that's exactly how it turns out. How's everybody doing this Sunday? It's a fine Sunday to be watching some wrestling. Dragonov blocks the kick, spins him around, body slam, gets the rope break, but uses the ropes to his advantage. And almost gets the 3 count. AJ looks at him like, what are you doing? Now Dragon Bomb, and that could very well do it. Hits him with the Dragon Bomb. Rolls up the leg. 1, 2. And almost again, I think because he had to position him in the ring, that it didn't work out. It gave AJ enough time to recover. And kick out of that move. Now, and this was what I was wondering, will he go to the top rope and hit him with the Dragon's Elbow? Doesn't, but hits him with the knee. Right in the forehead. Shocked that that didn't split him open. Working on splitting him open right now, though. Series of punches to the forehead. And now AJ gets it turned back around. Or so he thought. Thank you. I'm doing really good. Today's much better than yesterday. 2, 3, and our world champion, the TSW world champion, takes us up 2-1 on the WWE.
Winner, the Dragon.
So far, we are doing very well in this pay-per-view event. They have all been great matches. But currently, TSW 2, WWE 1. So now our first women's event, our first women's match, Charlotte Flair will be facing off against Witcher, the Queen, versus Witcher. This should be an interesting match. And it's a steel cage match, which I was not aware of. But I'm in. Let's steel cage it up. I wonder if they know it's a steel cage match, because I do not see the steel cage up there. Just saying.
The following contest is a steel cage match. Making her way to the ring from the Queen City, the SmackDown Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte Flair, and when you look at the current state of like WWE Women's Wrestling, they are actually starting to produce a lot of really good female wrestling talent. Kind of an exciting time to to be in the women's division. Really interested to see now that McMahon's not calling the shots and it's Triple H, because he has developed a lot of women talent like Asuka and some others. So it'll be interesting. Yeah, and if you've noticed, Ronda's almost turned back to form, dominating. Look at the referee. Is that going to say something? Referee helping Charlotte into the ring. Has she slept him a couple of dollars? It's like, hey, you get over here. Now, while she's tough, we have a tough one of our own making her way down to the ring right now.
Representing American Alpha from Arlington, Texas, the Witch.
Also just won some tag team titles as well. Not currently wearing the belt. And I think I know why, so we will fix that after the pay-per-view event. But Witcher making her way into the ring to face off against the Queen, Charlotte Flair. Witcher let her know, hey, no amount of crowns are going to save you from when that bell goes ding, ding. I'm really digging Witcher's new look. And I like all the American Alpha symbols that we finally found that we could put on them. So here we go. And right off the bat, Witcher gets going. A big jumping neck breaker to the back of Charlotte Flair. Charlotte now played it up to the crowd. Not the thing you want to do, though, against Witcher. So while she is faced, Charlotte Flair has faced some tough competition. I don't think she has seen the likes of Witcher. I would put our whole women's division up against the entire WWE women's division. And I like our chances. Now rolls up the leg. I was going to say, the referee standing way back. Witcher letting it fly. Spins her around. Clothesline right to the back of the shoulders. That has got to cause some jarring to that neck area. Things not looking good for Charlotte Flair right now. Is she going to be able to get this turned around? And good call, Bexity. Where is the steel cage? That's exactly what I said. I'll be honest, I'm glad it's not a steel cage match because they get wonky up on top of the steel cage. But that is the second time that they've called for a steel cage, no steel cage. Or first time. But now 2 times they've called for a submission match, and Totes has won by pin. So, 2 count now on Charlotte. Witcher setting up for the Witch's Brew. If she gets this in, will Charlotte tap? And she gets it locked in. Is Charlotte going to tap? Most wrestlers do. But Charlotte actually fights through it. And now she gets going. Big boot to the face. Rolls up the leg, but I don't think that's time. That's 1 count longer than I thought it would go. 2 count on the Witcher. And Charlotte. Oh, knife edge chop. Jumps through, rolls the leg. 2, 3. And Charlotte Flair out of nowhere comes through and wins the match. Witcher controlled the match for most of it.
Here is your winner, Charlotte Flair.
But there's a reason why they call her the Queen. And that could be a little feud between the two of them moving forward, because I am sure Witcher's not happy about that. So 2-2 now, tied back up. Sting facing off against Recon Delta. And Sting, that's interesting. Is Sting a part of the WWE, or is he a part of TSW, or is he a part of AEW? Not sure. Looking at him like he's a part of... He's wrestling for the WWE today. Maybe he's a free agent. Maybe he's like Totes, kind of like a hired gun. Just moves around. But this should be a great match. Recon Delta finally starting to get his mojo back. Will face off tonight against Sting. Last time we saw Sting, he was going after the undisputed title when Totes beat him. Yep, part-timer.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from every man's nightmare. Weighing in at 246 pounds, the Icon.
Now, to be fair, Sting is 61 years old. Unlike John Cena. Like, he's put in his time. Apparently letting the referee know, hey, you better be calling a straight match here. You be doing it all willy-nilly.
And his opponent, representing the Power Trip from Leeds, England, weighing in at 269 pounds, the Destroyer, Rage.
So Recon Delta officially back leading the Power Trip out of the Grinders, back leading the Power Trip. Is he going to be able to continue his winning ways, or was it something to do with the Grinders? Who knows? We are about to find out tonight. Match tied up 2-2. 2 for TSW, 2 for the WWE. Which one of them will take the lead? Sting now moving around the ring, keeping an eyeball on Recon. Recon had his back turned for a little bit. Thought Sting might have jumped in on him, but did not. So 2-2. Sting and Recon now trying to take the lead for their respective promotions. Which way is this going to go? Recon kind of quicker. They both started the swing at the same time, but then Recon landed it first and now is in control so far of this match. So that's one of the more interesting things. We switched up where Recon was. Recon starts winning matches, moved him back. Is he going to continue to win these matches? That's what we got to find out. I think he will. I think people go through just a bad stretch sometimes, and he was on one of those. If you look closely at Recon's hair, you can see a little bit of red in there. Nice little touch. You'll see the blonde streaks and all of it outlined in red. Sting now taking it up to the top rope. Not known for too many top rope shenanigans, but he can let it fly off that top rope. Rolls up the leg, 2. And 2.5, which is way farther than I thought it would be. Now Sting trying to get maybe back into the win column himself. Recon catches the foot, corkscrew takedown. And it looks like Recon's going to slow things down a little bit. Like, hey, let's slow this up. Let's take just a second, figure out what's going on here. And throws Sting into the corner, immediately rolls up the leg, 1. And only a 1 count. So you've had almost a 3 count the other way. And then only a 1 count on Sting. Recon, though, now coming up with some different moves. And already a 2 count. 1 move later, already landing a 2 count. So Recon's got some very strong moves. Goes to hit him with the Delta variant, though. Sting jumps over the top. I have never seen that. Hits him with the Scorpion Death Drop. Is he going to roll the legs right here? Getting him into position. This might have taken too long, or maybe not. Rolls the leg up. 1, 2. Holy cow. I have never seen anybody jump over the Delta variant. Sting missed him that time, but now gets him. Tombstone pile driver. Kind of admiring his work a little bit. And is he going to do it? Can he lock it in? Scorpion Deathlock. Will Recon tap? Referee right there looking at Recon. And look at this. Recon does a push-up to get out of it. Hits him with a flying clothesline, still trying to recover. You can tell he's reeling a little bit. Jumps through, Sting gets back to his feet. But definitely not in enough time. Recon now really pressing the offense here. Picks him up and takes him outside the ring. If the match wasn't evened up, I think it is now. Rolls the leg, 2. And a 2 count on to Sting. I just would like to see this. It's almost like the game won't allow you to do it. We have never seen any. We've seen them prepare the table, but we just don't get to see them use the table. And now kind of has him set up in a good position if he would whip him into the table. Sting, though, gets up. Throws the shoulder into him. Recon. The referee doesn't see it. Puts on brass knuckles. Hits Sting with him. Rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3. And TSW. This is what I was interested to see. TSW 3, WWE 2, but
here is your winner, the Destroyer, Rage.
Recon Delta, would he go to any length to win the match? And you can see right there, had brass knuckles hidden in his pants, goes, puts them on, pops Sting with them. By any means necessary, right? And that is exactly what happened. So Recon Delta back out of the grinders now, back lead the power trip officially and continue in the winning. So we tried and we tried it again to get the faction title belt. And it kept crashing the game. So we got rid of that. Now, what's funny is when you look at the factions, the WWE women's division doesn't really have factions. It looks like they may be starting to get them, but they don't have them right now. They had the 4 Horsewomen. They broke up. They have a brand new faction going on right now, led by Bayley. But there's not another faction of women. So making her way down to the ring, Becky Lynch, the man.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Dublin, Ireland, the Raw Women's Champion, Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch, one of the women in WWE that I think, like when you look at like her, Charlotte Flair, Asuka, I think very, very talented. Sasha Banks. And I'm hoping that they start doing better jobs developing the talent, developing the women's roster and the female characters in the WWE.
And representing the NWO from Austin, Texas, the Women's Intercontinental Champion, the Grim Reaper, M. Watson.
Misti Watson making her way down to the ring, and in the TSW world, the women make up some of the better factions in TSW. Really, you have the NWO. You have the Spitfire Warriors, you have the Corporation, on both sides, you have American Alpha, which I think I've got to split into 2 factions, a men and a women's. Crowd chanting Becky right now. But Becky is going to have her work cut out for her facing off against Misti Watson of the New World Order. But now, while Becky gives up the size, both of them have big hearts, so should be a great match here. And you can see already Becky taking control of this match. It's part of the thing she does. As long as she is the one that is in control, size really is not going to matter. Now taking it up to the top rope. And what comes up must come down, but Misti sees it coming, gets out of the way, and Becky still, though, gets it turned back around. I was going to say big clothesline, but maybe it's a medium-sized clothesline. Who knows? Oh, that is an interesting submission move. Is Becky going to tap out? Or will she fight through it? Fight through it is what it looks like she chose to do. Now, for the first time in this match, they take this outside as the referee starts his count. That is a neck breaker, but that is a neck breaker with a lot of authority. Becky now gets dropped down on the outside of the ring, right on the back of her head. Misti tries to throw her into the steps. She avoids them and then flips out of that move. Referee already up to a 6 count. Remember, no titles are on the line, but countouts are not going to count as wins. Becky, knowing that, resets the referee's count, and for her troubles, gets thrown right into the steel cage, or steel steps. Then again, we've already had a steel cage match, minus the steel cage. Finally, looks like Misti is going to take this back inside the ring. Becky gets back up to her feet. Gets Misti, takes her down, rolls up the leg. 1, 2. Misti kicking out in 2. What is going on, Witcher? Welcome to the stream. Well, that is good to hear. And there it is. Red's Redemption rolls the leg. 1, 2. And out in 2. So TSW up right now, 3-2. There it is again. And no way Becky kicks out of 2 of Red's Redemptions. Misti Watson brings home a win for TSW. Now TSW starting to get a little separation.
Here is your winner, the Grim Reaper, M. Watson.
Starting to get a little bit of separation now, 5-3. There are 11 matches, and I believe the next matches start all the championship, all the gold. We haven't had any title belts on the line yet. Not one. And I might be miscounting. Let's see. There might be 12 matches. Oh, I didn't want to do that. But oh well. Next match coming up, Rey Mysterio, being escorted down with his son Dominic, will face off against Danny Ladz. Now, what makes this one so interesting is Rey Mysterio is the one who trained Danny Ladz how to wrestle. So now the student faces off against the teacher. Who is going to come out on top? Old dad there teaching his son, hey, this is how you get these guys fired up.
Is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Dominic Mysterio from San Diego, California. Weighing in at 175 pounds, Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio, actually the cover athlete for the 2K22 video game, will now see if he taught Danny enough to beat him, or did he not?
And his opponent, representing the Legends from Manchester, England, weighing in at 253 pounds, the Legend, Danny.
So, while Ray may have taught Danny everything he knows, did he teach him everything that Ray knows? That's what we got to figure out. And that's what we'll find out tonight. Yeah, character lost tonight, Witcher, but it was a really good match. And losing to Charlotte Flair, there's no shame in that. Now, one of the more interesting things is Danny Ladz, this season you have noticed, and you can really even tell in his entrance, a lot more confident, knowing that he has been proving things in the ring. So very similar masks they have, but they are different. And Ray getting to work quick. Now, when Ray taught Danny, he was a lot lighter, but now that we're into season 3, he has put on a little weight every single time. Been working out in the gym, drinking milk. Ray takes it up to the top rope. Will Ray be able to get the WWE closer again? Ray, also known as the Giant Killer. So has no issues right now wrestling bigger wrestlers. Takes that, rolls up the leg, and Danny kicks out in one. Ray, though, Ray has been in control of this match since the bell. Will Danny get this thing turned around? Looks like he's starting to get it turned around. Rolls the leg for a 1 count. And now taking it up to the top. Now, he used to be able to fly a lot farther, but as he's put on more and more muscle and a little bit more weight, doesn't go as far. But if he can hit it off those top ropes, just like he did right there, those moves are a lot more devastating than they used to be. Rolls him up. Is Ray, for the first time in his career, going to get 619? And he does. Danny looked like he was setting up for the rope, but does not roll up the leg, though. Ray finally catches the leg, corkscrew takedown. And now returns the favor, sets Danny up for the 619. Can he land it? Does. Splits Danny open with it, though. And rolls up his leg. 1, 2. And Danny out in 2. Now, it is kind of shocking that he didn't go for the pin. Now, he's up. Frog splash. Rolls the leg. This might do it. 1, 2. And Danny again kicks out. Thought that might have been it. Danny gets out of the way. Can he recover before Ray? He does. Going after his legs, so maybe he can't fly so high. Ray ducks that. But Danny gets him back anyway, gets him into the corner. Sets him up, puts him in the tree of woe, hooks that leg in. And what is he doing? Oh, that has got to do it. Danny, though, taking his time. I would not have taken my time. And I don't know that he can fly that far. Okay. Again, you got to know when you're wrong. And I was wrong. He did fly that far. Eagle, what is going on, brother? Welcome to the stream. This is Danny Ladz, 1989. Love you, bye. Rolls the leg. 2, 3, and I thought that Ray was going to reach over and grab the rope. Never did it. Got hit with the love you bye and takes TSW up.
Winner, the legend, Danny.
So that is the one thing I know. I have lost track of wins and losses, but I know we're up on them. And with that match starts the Invasion Women's Tag Team Championship. So Jane will be facing off with Rebecca, facing off against the current belt holders who are going to walk these titles down to the ring. You know, Toni Storm and Mandy Rose, but you know, GC Rock will be facing off against Brock Lesnar for the men's. Goldberg and Totes facing off for the Undisputed World title, which has nothing to do with the Invasion World title. There's also the women's versions that will be going on right now. But every match from here on out, we have 5 matches left. Every one, titles will be on the line.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Global Women's Tag Team World Championship. Introducing the challengers, the Spitfire Warriors.
Spitfire Warriors making their way down to the ring right now, getting the very first shot at an Invasion title belt with the Women's Invasion Tag Team Championships on the line. Will they be able to bring the belts home? Now, TSW in non-title matches, we won. But now, where it really is going to count, there are 4 title belts. A men's world, a women's world, and then men's and women tag team. Who's going to bring home the most belts? I mean, at the end of the day, that's what's going to matter, right? Wearing that gold. Right there.
And introducing the champions, they are the Global Women's Tag Team World Champions, Toni Storm and Mandy Rose, the Suicide Blondes.
They can't make up their mind. Who's going to get in the ring first? Mandy says, all right, I'll do it. So Toni Storm, Mandy Rose making their way down to the ring for the brand new Invasion Women's Tag Team titles. Brand new title belts. So if you guys missed us create them on our creator stream, voila, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, there they are. Those title belts are almost bigger than those women. Like if you held it up, they're probably like the same height. So title belts on the line Remember, Invasion pay-per-views will start happening now one time per season. And that's the only time these belts can be or will be defended. Toni Storm getting off to a fast start against Becky. Not sure what just happened there. It looked like she tagged her in, but didn't tag her in. She jumped down. Toni now going to the top rope. I was like, is she going to let her do it? She hit her one time, but that gives Becky enough time to recover, but Becky playing up to the crowd lets Toni get back into it, and kind of a over-the-shoulder swinging backbreaker maneuver. Now Mandy gets in, starts laying the lefts. And you can see, as far as size goes, fairly evenly matched. Like, I don't think there's a real size advantage one way or the other. Becky, though, not used to being on this end of the punishment, is looking to get things turned back around, and I will tell you, I think if she does, that will be the worst case scenario for them. So our very first title belt on the line right now. Remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss any time we go live. We are the only ones that do this. I am not controlling the wrestlers. We set up the matches. I create all the wrestlers minus this pay-per-view event. But I create all the TSW wrestlers, all the title belts, all the arenas. And then we set up these matches and let them go. They get to decide who wins inside there. Based off of that, we make storylines and we bring it to you. I turn off the commentary and then I commentate live as you see it. So Toni Storm really kind of got things turned around again. Gets Mandy in, Jane now in. Gets her up, little helicopter maneuver, and brings that right on down. Now, little shocked Mandy got up that fast, but Jane gets Becky tagged back in. And Becky might have just needed a moment to gather herself, because this is more like the Becky we know, starting to deliver the punishment, and Mandy catches the leg to slow that down. Whoa, rolls the leg. 2. Oh, not even a 2 count. I got a little too excited on that. Becky now rolls out of the way, starts letting the hands go. Big headbutt, Mandy down on the ground. And here we go, submission hold. Almost looks like Mandy might be able to reach for that rope, but doesn't. Tried to kick out, then tried to go for the pin. Becky kicks out. Becky trying to clothesline, but Mandy grabs her, brings her up, and then back down. Now trying to roll up the chin, gets a 1 count. No need for Jane to even break it up. Jane reaching out her arm, though. Mandy doesn't see the tag. And now Jane letting it fly on Mandy. Whips her into the ropes. Flies out, and we saw this earlier when Robbo did it. Now Jane attacking Toni Storm while Mandy is down, and then right back on Mandy. Now almost looked like she might have been fighting them both, but Mandy jumps back in the ring. Toni gets back on her side. Jane now back into the ring. And here we go. Last dance of Mary Jane. Hits it on Mandy. And now goes to Raw. I wish this pin would win. Like, more than anything, that is the pin I want to see win someday. We've never seen it win. But maybe one day we will. Now Jane trying to tag in Becky, but Becky looking at Toni, didn't see it coming. Little move, maybe she saw Singh do that, the Scorpion Death Drop. And Becky still not looking to tag herself back in. Thank you, Becky. I appreciate that. Wondered if we were going to see a double team move, and here we do. First double team move of the night. The Spitfire Warriors take Mandy, whip her into the corner, take her up and down. Now Becky, the legal warrior, in the ring. Big belly to belly. Rolls up the leg. One. And Toni there to break it up quick. Out she goes now. Mandy kind of on an island. Does a single leg takedown on Becky. And she has got to try to maintain control of the match. That is her finishing move. Rolls the leg. Jane breaks it up. Thrown back out of the ring. Mandy plays it up to the crowd. Becky still hasn't recovered, and Mandy must be a southpaw because she is throwing the lefts all night. Wow, big boot right up under the jaw. Is Becky going to be able to kick out? 2, 3, and she is not. And the Suicide Blondes hold on to the title belts that they brought down.
Here are your winners and still the Global Women's Tag Team World Champions, Mandy Rose and Toni Storm, the Suicide Blondes.
So TSW clearly ahead of the WWE wrestlers in non-title matches. But that is not the case right now when the title belts are on the line. TSW would have to sweep the other 3 to beat them in titles.